We are going to keep going now with a really insightful fireside chat that I'm really excited for, actually. And it is a chat with Dyma Budorin, the CEO of Hacken, moderated by Lukas Fiedler. So we are going to get right into it. Please welcome them to the stage with a big round of applause, and we'll get started.
Thank you.
Hi everyone. Dyma, nice to be here, right?
Yeah, amazing.
Have you been to Dortmund before?
No, but I'm fan of Borussia from 1997.
Really?
And I'm super excited to be here, so honored.
I was just about to ask you, just say that because you're in the stadium of the...
Yeah, I made the tour. I recommend everybody to make the tour. It's very funny, very knowledgeable. Yeah, so it's my very happy day today.
Awesome. I would say let's dive right in. You're the CEO of Hacken.
Yep.
I think it's the easiest way to start. Just give the audience an overview about what does Hacken do, what kind of range of service do you offer. Obviously, you're in the auditing business, but what does auditing really mean?
Auditing is providing trusts and doing the job of people that are not that knowledgeable of like coding, so that they transfer the risks to us basically. That they don't check the code themselves, but someone else did for them. I'm also VP of Ukrainian Blockchain Association, and also I'm a co-chairman of Ethereum Enterprise Alliance group that is working on the risks standardization in DeFi. Yeah, but in general, I can also add what is Hacken. Hacken is right now 130 people. We are mostly located in Europe. We are from 2017. We're doing cybersecurity audits for smart contracts, for layer ones, for cryptocurrency exchanges, and also we are helping projects to launch, to do the tokenomics and basically navigate in crypto space. So we are very client-centric.
So you just mentioned you've been founded in 2017,
yes,
which is
right.
pretty impressive, given that many companies that I know from 2017 haven't made it so far. So congratulations on having 130 employees. That's quite impressive. Tell me more about starting such a company in 2017. I think back then security was not an issue as it is now. How did the founding happen? What kind of founding story do you guys have?
Yeah, sure. So my personal story is that I worked 8 years at Deloitte in different offices all over the world. Then I was recruited by Ukrainian government to build cybersecurity center, and at some point, so I just faced, when we already had a team, we faced too much of different, corruption and inefficiencies, and that was the time when there were like new ICOs, and so we together with the team drafted a small pitch deck. We went to pitching competition, and voila, we won the prize 33 bitcoins from the first pitch, and some investors on the stage said we will invest, and then we were like, okay, then we will do an ICO, and this is how we started, because and then we bootstrapped it from it. It was a tiny ICO. We still keep good.
So if you say tiny, you mean several billions?
No, it was
right?
2.5
in 2017.
No, it was 2.5 million dollars. So yeah, that was the only investment we received.
Okay.
And after that, we all revenue driven.
Awesome. What kind of project did you start with back then? Was it basically just auditing ICOs?
Yeah. No. It was all about the bug bounty. So we have built very quickly the bug bounty platform for we're basically bug hunters, ethical hackers, and we built this platform, but there was no market, absolutely no market. It was no trend. People didn't know what is bug bounty. There were not so many clients, and we switched a little bit our business model to start providing services. And we decided that not the smart contract auditing will be our main focus, but centralized exchanges. And back then, in 2018, 2019, the main hacker attacks were on centralized exchanges. And we were doing a lot of researches, a lot of spreading awareness on what needs to be done to be protected. And yes, we managed to build a brand.
Actually, given that you're so many years in the space and in the security business with those exchanges, you've probably seen a lot, right? And there have been a lot of hacks happening.
Yes.
So, is there did you witness a hack live once, or like what was the the largest security gap that you found and you closed? Is there a story you can provide us with?
No, I mean, like we usually find like bunch of critical bugs at almost every client. You know, even at established blockchain protocols like, I don't know, Near, for example, we were able to find some critical bugs that can mint unlimited new tokens, even Near tokens. It's you know, like there is nothing to show off. You know, it's the job. There are of course some extraordinary hacks and some stupid mistakes that cost like hundreds of millions of dollars. Yeah, I can go deeply in my favorite one, of course.
Please, if you have a favorite one.
Yeah,
go
my
ahead.
favorite one for sure is a Ronin hack. It's a breach hack for $624 million.
Oh my God.
And yeah, and the funny thing, like that's the hack was discovered by a community member the 6 days after the hack happened, and because he couldn't like do some bridging, and imagine like your contracts were drained for 600 millions, and 6 days you don't even know about it, and that's pushed us to like start developing some tools. The situation, but the reason why this hack happened is because they had certain consensus mechanism on how like critical withdrawals can be done, and it's like 5 out of 9 validators, and surprise, surprise, everybody they were ignoring decentralization, you know, idea, and 4 of these validators were basically their like support teams.
Wow.
And the hacker needed only to compromise them and 1 more validator, which he did. And so yeah, that was embarrassing hack that highlighted the need of decentralization in the industry, and the need of course, tooling that's monitoring on chain and trying to and preventive solutions.
If a customer now approaches you from the DeFi space, I mean, the DeFi space has recently, I think, gotten pretty complicated, let's say, even like with Bitcoin layer 2s now popping up. How do you usually approach such a holistic audit, and like, is there a standard procedure, or is every customer really unique when it comes to their security needs?
Well, so we have to like separate, for example, blockchain layer 1, layer 2 audits, and smart contract audits, because it's completely different approach, different teams, different languages, different skills. So for smart contract audits, to be honest, I see less and less hacks in this niche, and that's all because there are already libraries of known attacks and known vulnerabilities, and like usually our audit is being done by like using the automated tools when we are scanning the codes and playing with it with certain things that's already developed, and of course is the manual audit, so it's line by line, 2 people with quality control. This is how we get to the quality that allowed us to survive the 7 years.
Which is probably as well why audits in general, I don't know if you know this, but like smart contract audits are pretty expensive if you look at the pricing, which is really probably like the going through line by line. How long does it usually take?
So we have our friendly company here. It's okay to share the secrets, of course. So usually the manual is for 1 auditor is 300 lines per day.
Only 300?
Yeah.
I would say I would have expected more, to be honest. Like if you 8 hours, 300 lines of code. I mean, seems doable.
This is how you get the quality, because you need to check all the interdependencies inside the code. So we in our job, like quality is the most important, because if you fail once, twice, 3 times, then your reputation is ruined basically, and you cannot get like clients who are knowledgeable in the industry.
You mentioned in the beginning that you're ethical hackers. Now there are a lot of ethical hackers out there like that are working on their own, trying to find these bugs. How important in your line of work is really like to have a global community of ethical hackers that support the efforts when you're a DeFi protocol?
So our bug bounty platform is still like is alive. Of course, it's second biggest in the crypto industry, and the headcount of these hackers is around 40,000 people. And the most important, like when you work with them, is a personal approach. Of course, you need to speak with them. You need to praise them. They're like babies, you know, like they like to be praised. You need to and you need to have some, you know, like a closed community. And once you have like new clients, yeah, you are approaching them first, like personally, saying there's going to be a new client. It's going to start with the closed bug bounty, so you have some time in advance to prepare your bugs to submit them, and they appreciate this attitude, and you know, like we're all in the same business, so keeping the communication is very, very important.
Correct me if I'm mistaken, but I think you have helped over 2,000 projects already in the crypto space.
Somewhere there, yeah.
So with that kind of amount, where does it go next for you? I've seen recently that you have a UAE announcement. What can we expect? Do you work together with the government there?
Yeah. So like obviously we're going into more tightened regulation in the industry, which in my opinion is good because it sets the standards of what needs to be done in order to, like, you know, to secure funds and to secure your clients. And from what we know is that there are still a lot of problems, like people are deploying different code from what was audited. People are deploying code that can be changed. People are auditing very small part, but the big part is not audited, and this is, you know, this is a problem, and this is why the hacks are happening. And if you go to Reg.News, which is like Bible of Web3 security, which describes all the happened hacks, you can see that in the leaderboard, most of the hacks were labeled unaudited. This is because the bugs were not in the scope. So, and in my opinion, the regulation will kind of force projects spend way more resources on the security, because still right now, you know, like there are so many like serial crypto entrepreneurs that just like have a lot of projects simultaneously. This was hacked, okay, whatever. I have this one, you know, and you know, crypto is becoming in order to go mainstream, we need that. And if we talk about Abu Dhabi, why we're going there, this is because their regulator is flexible, is helpful, and he listens, and he is very motivated to, you know, to become a crypto hub. And this is why most of the cryptocurrency exchanges moved there already. A lot of DLT foundations, they call it layer one protocols, they are moving there as well, because they can easily like set up the legal entity. They can easily receive the bank accounts, and what is asked from them is nothing like too complicated. You know, like you need to do some treasury management, security audits, like AML procedures, and that's what already like mature companies they want to do. So yeah, we were invited. We are happy to cooperate. We will do some work for them and for the companies that will be licensed there.
So we've touched in the beginning, or like in the middle rather, there are two ways to audit, or like one automated way and one really line by line way, which is obviously the most time consuming. With the rise of AI, how much really does the automated how good is really the automated scan of such code at the moment?
There is also formal verification, which is also efficient, but it's even more time consuming and more expensive. So we started our experiments with AI, obviously, when we spent like 2 months of our best engineers, and the result that we get is that if we continue working on it, maybe like in good case scenario, in like 6-9 months, we will get the AI middle junior researcher.
Nice.
It's nice, but you know, like it's still like at this level of technology, AI not even close to middle. Yeah, so you need to put a lot of resources to get there, and to get to the senior level, maybe it will take maybe another 1.5 years. No, for sure we're gonna be there, but I believe that's just like in pen tests, you know,
Yes.
like pen test industry, it started like 15 years ago, maybe even 20 years ago. We're repeating that path, and still right now we have a WASP, we have a lot of different tools how to do the pen test. Still, humans are doing that, you know. So someone needs to set up the tools, someone needs to, you know, do all the checks, and
I think standardization really is a key there to enable AI tools to find or like to get as good as your human developers probably. I believe we've run out of time, if I'm not mistaken, with a little clock here in front of the screen. Maybe we still have time for some questions. I don't know if anyone in the audience wants to ask Dyma something. Over there, now I don't have a microphone, but if you just want to shout.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
May I just repeat the question for everyone? I saw his question was about quantum computing and the blockchain space.
No, I don't see a threat. As everybody who is hyping on this threat is just hyping. So it's all about, you know, like quantum computing is all about how you can do the brute force of the passwords infrastructure, or the private keys in decryption. So first of all, it will be possible to implement new encryption technologies once the quantum computers are live. And second is that there will be enough time for that, because the quantum computers, they will not be accessible to, you know, like to hackers. Yeah, they will be accessible only to like limited research companies. And yeah, there will be enough time. Vitalik Buterin is saying the same thing. Like at the moment, there is no threat.
Awesome. I believe, Dyma, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
And everyone, I think Dyma can be met in the meeting area if you have any further questions. Thank you so much.
Yep. Thanks.